Topic: mobile phones. Question number 1: when did you get your first mobile phone? The first mobile phone I ever owned was when I was in secondary school. At that time, I saved up money to buy a Nokia phone. It was an old model, and it had very basic functions like making calls, recording voice memos, playing music, and it can play a few simple games. I really liked that phone. What I liked most about it was durability. Like even if it dropped or got damaged, it never broke. So I really liked that first mobile phone. My first mobile phone. Question number 2: do you often use your mobile phone or for texting or calling? Yeah, definitely. I use my phone almost every single day for texting and calling. So it's like the things I do regularly, and I rely on my smartphone to stay in touch with people. Even my family members. Question number 3: will you buy a new phone in the future? I believe that every 4 years I need to replace my phone. So yes, I definitely would buy a new phone in the future. Technology is advancing so quickly that after 4 years, my phone starts to slow down and becomes outdated, I think. I think I would definitely buy a new phone in the future. And lately, my cycle has been to replace it every 4 years. Question number 4: how has your mobile phone changed your life? I would say that my mobile phone has changed my life a lot. I can say that my phone is something that I can't live without. It's always with me. And I think it has also changed my life in ways beyond communication. Like now with my phone, I can easily go online to search for information, watch movies, listen to music, take photos, and read the news. Everything I need is on my phone. And my mobile phone has become so essential to me. And I feel like I can't imagine life without it. Do you have a bicycle when you were a child? Yeah, I did. When I was a kid, I really wanted my dad to buy me a bicycle. And he finally got me a beautiful bike, which I still remember vividly. It was a shiny silver white color. I had so many meaningful memories with that bicycle, but unfortunately, it's no longer with me. Do you currently own a bicycle? At the moment, my family has 2 bicycles. And I once in a while, I use one of them too. It's an old-fashioned blue bicycle that I really like. But these 2, they are mostly used by my parents for their evening rides. But sometimes I ride it to go out at night to buy food or drinks. I don't ride it in the morning or afternoon because I'm either busy with work or I don't want to get tanned. Question number 3. Do you often ride a bicycle nowadays? Not really. As I mentioned earlier, I only ride a bicycle once in a while. Just once or twice a week, I guess. Because my work schedule is quite hectic. And on weekends, I prefer staying home to recharge. I'm quite an introvert, so spending time at home is what I enjoy most. Yeah. So when I do drive, usually for light exercise or buying food nearby. Four, is cycling popular in Vietnam? Yeah, I think bicycles are quite popular in Vietnam. And I think cycling, and I think bicycles are also widely used for exercise. For instance, my parents use their bicycles for evening drives to stay fit. So I would say that cycling is very common in Vietnam for both practical and recreational purposes. Coins. Do you often carry coins with you? Not really. I think coins are rarely used nowadays because people tend to prefer cardless payments. I mostly use cash or bank transfers through my phone. And it's been a long time since I last used coins. Yeah. I would say that I don't carry coins with me because I hardly ever use them. Do you think coins are useful? I think coins might still be useful in some certain contexts, like if you want to use vending machines or stuff like that. But they are not as practical in daily life anymore. Yeah. And they are not convenient if you compare it to digital payments or credit cards. Yeah. Most of the time, I rely on QR code payments or bank transfers, which are much quicker and easier. Have you ever collected coins? No, I don't collect coins now, but I know some of my friends who are really passionate about collecting things like stamps or coins. Yeah, I think coins are really beautiful and fascinating, but I'm not interested in collecting coins. Topic: beautiful view. Question 1: what is your favorite place with a beautiful view? My favorite beautiful place would be a house with stunning architecture. It offers a view of both nature and man-made structures, which is truly captivating. I love places where nature, like trees, flowers, mountains, blends with architecture wonders. Yeah. With striking buildings and small houses. Yeah, the combination of natural beauty and human creations is what I enjoy most. Why do you like this place? I really enjoy it because it creates a harmony between nature and human achievements. It's not just about natural beauty or architecture on its own, but it's all about the balance between the two. Do you take pictures when you see a beautiful scene? Absolutely. Yeah. When I come across a beautiful landscape, I love taking many photos. If I see a beautiful scene like a snowy landscape with a white sky that feels cold and a little melancholic, I would love capturing and preserving it on my phone. Then I can share it with my friends on Instagram. Have you ever seen a scene that was unforgettable and very beautiful? Uh, Unfortunately, I haven't seen a scene that was so beautiful I couldn't forget it. But I've witnessed many beautiful scenes, and each of them has its own unique mood and emotion. But sadly, none have been so forgettable that I couldn't let go of it. Yeah. What is the scenery like around the place where you live? I live in a suburb on the outskirts, an area packed with houses and trees. The scenery around where I live is bustling with heavy traffic and crowded streets. There's always something happening, and the houses are closely packed together. Life here is fast paced and full of energy. Yep. Laughs. When was the last time you laughed out loud? The last time I laughed out loud was when I was talking to my dad. We were joking about a funny situation, and I had made a mistake while speaking, which caused some confusion. And my dad corrected me in a humorous way, and I couldn't stop laughing. 2. Do you always laugh at funny things? I think it depends on the situation. If I'm alone and come across something funny, I tend to laugh loudly because I know no one is around to judge me. Yeah. But in a formal or serious setting with a lot of people around, I usually hold back and try to control my laughter. I think I'm good at managing my emotions. Are you someone who likes to make others laugh? It depends on the person and the situation. If I'm with close friends or who understand my sense of humor, I might joke around, but people often see me as quiet and reserved, so I'm not usually the one who makes jokes for others. Yeah. Do you think you are a funny person? Sometimes I can be funny, especially when I am in a good mood, but if I'm feeling down, I don't have the energy to be funny. So I would say that I'm not always a funny person. Yeah, I'm not always a funny person. I am more of a moody type. Okay. Do you like watching funny movies? Yeah, for entertainment purposes. I enjoy watching funny movies, especially while eating. But I watch a variety of genres, and comedy is just one of the types, one of the kinds I enjoy. Question 1. Do you have a favorite teacher? Yes, I do. My favorite teacher is my English teacher from middle school. Her name is Tori, Miss Tori. I'm really grateful to her because when I was in middle school, I struggled a lot with English grammar and I wasn't doing well in the subject. Then I met her. She noticed this and dedicated her time to help me after school. So I would say that her teaching style was very clear and easy to understand. Thanks to her dedication and passion, I improved dramatically within just 1 year, and I think I owe her a lot for my progress, yeah, I made. Are you still in touch with any of your primary school teachers? Yeah, I haven't kept in touch with any of my primary school teachers. I think I've lost contact with most of them, but I do have a memory of one of the teacher who didn't actually teach me. She wasn't my primary school teacher, but she always treated me kindly. I don't remember her name, but I still remember her face clearly. Would you like to become a teacher in the future? Yeah, absolutely. I hope to become a teacher for a long time. Actually, right now, I'm already a teacher. I'm a kindergarten teacher and currently work as a preschool teacher. I love working with kids because they're really lovely and I enjoy seeing their random actions throughout the day. In the future, I would love to work in another country as a kindergarten teacher. I believe it would be a great opportunity to gain new experiences and explore different educational systems in a more developed country. Topic: making friends. One, do you like making friends? Yeah, I feel like I do like making friends, but it's more selective. If I feel like we get along, I will approach them and start a conversation. Yeah. I don't try to be friends with everyone, but when I meet someone I click with, I would definitely make an effort to be friends. Do you have a lot of friends when you were a child? Yes, when I was a kid, I had a lot of friends. Maybe because I was a cheerful and carefree child, which helped me a lot, which helped me make a lot of friends. Yeah. But I'm an introvert. I still had more friends back then than I do now. 3, have you made any new friends recently? Yeah, recently I made a new friend. I met this person through a social networking app called Discord. We chatted for about 30 minutes and I found him to be very funny and easy to talk to. I think he will be a good friend of mine. I didn't remember his name, but yeah. What do you usually talk about with your new friends? With my new friends, we usually talk about something we both enjoy. I tend to make friends based on common interests. For example, if we share a passion for music, we might talk about our favorite genres or artists. When I need to make friends with colleagues at work, I usually start conversations related to work, maybe about our daily tasks or events at the company. Yeah, that's the way I make friends. Topic: study at home or in the library. Do Do you prefer studying at home or in the library? Definitely at home. I think I prefer studying at home rather than in the library because I love my room. I want to study in my room at home because when I study there, I can focus 100% on my studies and organize the things I need to learn throughout the day. My room is quite spacious and really quiet. So I really enjoy staying at home and studying in my room. That's why. Throughout the day. Thay thế cho during the day. Kiểu mình hay nói during the day mà thật ra nó phải là throughout the day, right? Okay. What is your favorite place to study? As I mentioned before, definitely my room. I have everything I need in my room, including all the necessary equipment and materials for studying, like a desk, computer, microphone, bookshelf, all the books and materials I need. So the place I would like to study the most is definitely in my room at home. What part of school do you like the most? I would say it's the classroom, because when I think about it, a typical classroom in Vietnam is quite spacious, with many desks and chairs. One desk can seat about 2 or 4 people. At the front, there's a blackboard and a teacher's desk. For me, it's very familiar and beautiful. Whenever I recall the classroom, it's full of memories. So the classroom is definitely my favorite part of school. Do you prefer studying alone or in a group? I tend to study alone more often because when I study in a group, I think I get easily distracted. When you're working in a team, there's often a lot of chatting and joking around, and the study time ends up being longer than expected. So I think studying alone is more effective for me because I can focus 100% and be more productive. I believe I learn better when I study by myself. Yeah. Perfume. One, do you like perfume? Yeah, I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't dislike perfume, but I'm not really into it either. I only use perfume for important events or when I need to go to work. I would like to use perfume once in a while, and it depends on the situation. Right now, I only have 2 perfumes, one for work and another for special occasions. So I'm not someone who knows a lot about perfumes, but I also don't completely avoid them. 2, where do you apply perfume on your body? I usually spray perfume on my wrists and neck. Sometimes I also spray a little on my left and right hips or around my waist area. So I would say that I'm not an expert on perfumes, and my application habits might seem a bit random. Do you buy perfume as a gift for others? I don't normally buy perfume as a gift for friends or family because I'm not familiar with their scent preferences. I would prefer to give them items like clothes, food, or birthday cakes instead, as I think those are more practical and personal to me. 4, do you spend a lot of money on perfume? Not at all. Yeah. As I mentioned, I only use perfume for specific occasions, such as work or important events. So I would say my spending on perfume is quite modest because I wear it only once in a while, maybe once or twice a week. So that's why I don't spend a lot of money on perfumes. On average, I spend about 4 million Vietnam dong a year on perfume, which I think is quite reasonable. Yep. Yeah. All the streets in your area busy and crowded. Yeah, traffic can be quite busy during rush hour, especially from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. when it's heaviest. But I live in the suburbs, which is about 15 kilometers from the city center. So I would say the traffic in my neighborhood is moderate. Like not too quiet, but not too chaotic either. How do people cross the streets in your country? I think if people need to cross the street, like pedestrians often need to pay attention to the zebra lines and the traffic lines to make sure the situation is controlled. So when the lights turn red, vehicles like motorbikes or cars must stop to let pedestrians cross. So I think Ho Chi Minh City does a really good job of ensuring pedestrian safety. Since I walk often, I would say that I find crossing the street is in my city quite convenient, safe, and well organized. What do you think about the road infrastructure in your city? The road infrastructure in my city is quite good compared to other provinces like in Vietnam, like Hải Phòng or Hanoi, but I think it still needs improvement. For example, if you compare the road infrastructure here to that of Bangkok, Thailand, you would easily see that the roads here are not well developed. I think the government needs to upgrade the road conditions and expand the network. They also need to improve traffic signs and traffic lines to reduce the current traffic problems. Are there any famous streets in your country? Yeah, I think my city does have many famous streets, but one of the most famous is Nguyễn Huệ Street, also known as Walking Street. The vehicles are banned here, creating a large open space for pedestrians to engage in activities like entertainment, walking, and relaxing. And this street is a popular spot for both locals and tourists. And I think this is one of the iconic streets in Vietnam. To make sure the pedestrian safe. I want to use make sure. To make sure pedestrians are safe. Okay, to make sure pedestrians are safe. Topic dreams. Let's talk about dreams. Would you like to make your dream come true? Yes. I have many dreams, but the biggest one is to be able to stay with the person I love for the rest of my life. I hope we can live together, love each other, take care of each other forever. And I really want this dream to come true. Yeah. And yeah, I truly hope my dream will come true. Do you think dreams have any special meaning? I'm not sure about the special meaning of dreams, but oftentimes I remember that my dreams are very different from reality. I think dreams might be a signal from the universe or from someone trying to convey something to me, but so far I haven't figured out the purpose of these dreams. Do you share your dreams with others? Sometimes I share my dreams with my close friends, especially if they are interested in the topic. I enjoy talking about dreams, and if my friends tell me about their dreams, I'm always curious to hear. I also like sharing my own dreams with them. Yeah. Can you remember the dreams you have? As I mentioned earlier, I usually don't remember my dreams. Yeah. I think there are only about 20 dreams that I can still recall up to now. These dreams are usually the ones that are completely different from what happens in reality. So for example, in real life, I might have a very bad day, but in my dream, everything goes perfectly. But yeah, to be honest, I tend to forget my dreams and I only remember a few of them. Talents này là đọc y chang script luôn nha. Tại vì rất là nhiều ý cần nói. Question number 1, do you have a talent or something you think you are good at? I think my talent is writing. I think I'm pretty good at it. Yeah. Although I'm not great at speaking, but I'm quite comfortable with writing. I wouldn't say I'm at a level where I could become a professional writer or something like that, or turn it into a full-time career that supports me financially, but I really enjoy writing. I write every day, whether it's a novel, a fiction, a short story, or a journal entry, or just some posts on social media. I think, yeah, because of that habit, it helped me improve, and that's why I feel confident in my writing skills. Question number 2, do you think your writing skill has been mastered? Have you mastered it, and did you start master it when you were young? I started noticing my ability to write when I was in university. That's when I started trying to write stories. And since then, my writing has, dramatically improved. Yeah, when I was younger, I practiced by commenting online or engage in debates on social media, by texting, by typing. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've completely mastered writing yet, but it's definitely getting better over time because I write daily. Yeah, and I hope that in the near future I will be able to master my writing at a new level. Do you think your talent will be useful in your future career, and why? Yeah, I think being good at writing will help me a lot in any future career. For example, if I become a teacher or a nurse, I will need to communicate with patients, customers, or colleagues. Colleagues. Yeah. Writing is a skill I use every day, and it will help me in many aspects of life. It will help me clearly convey my thoughts to others, yeah, without them misunderstanding me. Good writing will also earn me respect because people will recognize my ability to present information in a clear, concise, and understandable way. Question number 4. Do you think anyone in your family shares your writing talent? I believe my brother has a similar writing talent. Yeah. I can tell he's better at writing than speaking. Yeah. I think it's probably because we are siblings and share some of the same genes with a few similar traits or characteristics in our DNA. Yeah, it's something I find interesting, and I would like to learn more about why this happens. But it's a common trait between my brother and me, and it helps me connect with him even more. Watches. Question number 1. Do you like wearing a watch? I'm not really someone who enjoys wearing a watch because I find it a bit uncomfortable and inconvenient. If I just want to check the time, I can easily do that with my phone, so I don't feel the need to wear a watch anymore. Yep. Have you ever received a watch as a gift? No, I've never received a watch as a gift. I think people probably know that I'm not a big fan of wearing watches, so they haven't given me one. Question number 3. Why do some people like to wear expensive watches? I think because some people just really love watches, and others wear them to show off their wealth and success. I think it depends on each person. Yeah. When someone wears a high-end watch, like people can immediately recognize it and think that person is really wealthy, is rich. So I believe that's why many people like to wear expensive watches. It can be a way to express their social status, and financial success. Yeah. Question number 4. Do you think wearing a watch is important? Why not? For me personally, I don't think wearing a watch is very important. Yeah, because the main function of a watch is to tell the time, but I always have my phone with me. I can check the time on my phone, right? So I don't feel the need to wear a watch anymore. So for me, this is not important. That's why I don't wear a watch. Street market. Question 1. What do people usually buy at street markets? In Vietnam, street markets are very popular, and people usually go there to buy clothes or accessories with affordable price. Yeah. And also they buy food, especially street food. Yeah. The prices here are usually very affordable, and street food is often delicious. Yeah, I guarantee. I would say. Yeah. These markets have many food stalls right next to each other, so it's really easy to find a variety of dishes to enjoy. Yeah. Do you prefer shopping in shopping malls or street markets? I think it depends on what I want to buy. If I'm looking for high quality clothes for work or special occasions, I would definitely go to a shopping mall because the stores here tend to offer premium products and the quality is excellent, right? On the other hand, if I want to buy fast food or affordable goods, I would go to a street market, especially in the evening. Yeah. Question 3. When was the last time you went to a street market? The last time I went to a street market was at the end of last year. I went with one of my close friends and we enjoyed eating snails together at the street market to celebrate the end of the old year and welcome the new year. Yeah. We had a great time chatting and enjoying ourselves on the last day of 2024. Question 4. Are there many street markets in Vietnam? Definitely, yes. There are a lot of street markets in Vietnam. In Ho Chi Minh City alone, there are many well-known street markets in almost every district. Yeah. Street markets in Vietnam are very common, diverse, and crowded. So I think they play an essential part of daily life in Vietnam. Lost and found. What would you do if you found something that someone else had lost? If I found something that someone else had lost, I would try to contact the owner to return it directly. If I couldn't do that, I would report it to the police so they could help return it. Question 2. Would you report it to the police if you found a lost item? Why not? Yeah, to be honest, I think reporting something to the police in Vietnam can be a bit complicated and time consuming. Yeah. So the process of returning lost items through the police doesn't always seem efficient, and I'm not sure how reliable it is. But if the item is valuable, I would definitely report to the police. Question 3. Have you ever lost something? Yeah, I've lost things many times, and it can be at least once a year. Sometime, maybe because my careless nature or forgetfulness is due to my careless nature or forgetfulness. You can say maybe because I'm careless and forgetful. Yeah, the things I lose the most are cash, my phone, and my keys. Yeah, I tend to lose my keys quite often because I'm forgetful. Question number 4. Would you post about a lost item on social media? I think yes. If I lose something important and feel that posting on social media might help me get it back, then I would do that. Because I think social media can be a great tool to reach many people, and it could increase my chances of getting the lost item back. Mirror. Would you use a mirror to decorate your room? yeah, I would like to have a large mirror in my room. And I imagine that having a big mirror would make the room feel more spacious. Yeah. And it would also be very useful. It would be very useful for me to practice dancing in my room, because I could see myself clearly while I dance. A large mirror would help me check my posture and movements. Yeah, so that's why I definitely would like a mirror to decorate my room. Do you often carry a mirror with you? No, I don't usually carry a mirror with me, because these days I think smartphones have the front camera that can serve as a mirror. So whenever I need to check myself, I just use my phone. So I don't feel the need to carry a mirror, because my phone is more convenient for that. Have you ever bought a mirror? No, I've never bought a mirror before. Last year I thought about buying one for my room, but my room is quite small. So yeah, putting the large mirror in there would be inconvenient. So that's why I haven't bought one yet. Do you like looking at yourself in the mirror? Not really, because I think I don't have the best physique or the most attractive face, or yeah, so I don't look at myself in the mirror too often, just because I like my body, But I do check myself in the mirror a few times a day, especially when I need to go out, or when I change clothes, or when I do my skincare routine. Yeah. That's why, so I still look in the mirror about 5 or 6 times a day for different reasons. Yeah. Not because I just like myself. Emails. Do you often send emails? No, I don't I don't send emails. Oftentimes, I think I only send emails a few times a month. For example, I might send an email to my boss, to my manager, or to my customers. Normally, I text my friends rather than sending emails. So, yeah, the frequency of me sending emails is quite low. It's just a few times a month. Do you think sending emails will be more or less common in the future? I think in the future, sending emails might become less common, because there are many tools now that can replace it, they can replace it. Yeah, like for example, messaging through social media or online platforms is much quicker than sending an email. Yeah, so I think the popularity of sending emails will decrease in the future. Is sending emails common in Vietnam? Yes, sending emails is quite common in Vietnam. For example, I often receive emails inviting me to participate in workshops, courses, or just providing new updates news updates, and many businesses and individuals send emails to me regularly to provide information or invitations. So I would say that sending emails is very common in Vietnam. I receive lots of emails every day. Would you like to send emails to others? Authors. Yes, there are many reasons to send emails to others. For example, I might send emails to apply for jobs or communicate with customers. Yeah, I send emails for work purposes, such as discussing an issue at work or applying for a job. So I would say that I mainly send emails for professional reasons. Sports programs. Question number 1, do you like watching sport programs on TV? Yes, I really enjoy sports. So yeah, I really like watching sports program on TV. And I would say that football is one of my favorite. And I often watch football on TV. Yeah. And I follow the Premier League, La Liga, and whenever the Vietnam national team has important matches, my family and I gather around the TV to watch and cheer for our team together. So it's always such a joyful moment. Yeah. And this is one of my most cherished memories with my family. Question number 2, do you like watching do you like watching live sports games? Yeah, if I have a chance, I would definitely love to watch live sports events at the stadium. Yeah. I would like to go watch football matches at stadiums in Vietnam, especially during major tournaments. So I think like being surrounded by fans create a totally different atmosphere than watching on TV. Yeah. Because I think the energy and excitement at the stadium would be amazing and more immersive compared to watching it from home. So I would definitely enjoy experiencing live sports games. Enjoy. Question number 3, who would you like to watch sports with? I would love to watch sports with my family because my parents also enjoy sports, especially football. Yeah. Because we all share the same passion for sports. I think it's a really great bonding experience for us. Number 4, what kind of sports event would you like to watch in the future? In the near future, I think the World Cup is coming up, and because I'm a huge football fan, I'm really looking forward to it. And as I mentioned, football is my favorite sport. So I think the World Cup tournament is a huge event for me. Yeah. I think World Cup is the most important football tournament. Yeah. Topic is about art and drawing. Question number 1, do you like drawing? Yeah, I do like drawing. have, especially when I was a kid, and I really enjoy drawing. I would say that I don't have any talent for drawing because when I was little, if I had a chance to draw something, it would turn out really badly, which is kind of ironic, isn't it? I really like drawing, but I don't have any talent for it. I'm really bad at it. So that's why I don't have the motivation to practice every day. And yeah, I haven't been drawing for a really long time. Even though I said I like it. Yeah. Question number 2. Do you like visiting galleries or museums? Yeah, I think galleries and museums are great places to visit, especially for a day with friends. But I would say that my love for galleries and museums is somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate them, but I wouldn't say I love them either. Just like a moderate interest. Yeah. I would like to visit galleries and museums once or twice a week if I had a chance to admire works by local artists. Yeah. Sometimes. Question number 3. Would you like to learn more about art? Yeah, yes, I would. If I had more free time, I would definitely want to learn more about art. Basically anything related to art, really. Yeah. I would like to learn more about the history of paintings, how to appreciate them. I would like to explore music, painting, films. But right now, I don't have the time to focus on art because I'm so busy with many other things. I need to go to work and do my daily routine. Yeah. But I think I need to try to learn little by little when I can. Like I could learn a little each day, even just for a few minutes, I would be happy. Yeah. Hoping that over time I can deepen my knowledge about art. Question number 4. Did you learn how to draw when you was a child? Yes, when I was little, I definitely learned to draw at school because in Vietnam's primary school, art is a mandatory subject, compulsory subject. Yeah, we had to take art classes, so I learned the basics of drawings during that period. But yeah, when I reached high school, art was no longer part of the curriculum, so I haven't drawn since high school. Topic fishing. Uh, 1. Do you like fishing? Yeah, I think I don't like fishing because I have a bad memory related to it. When I was little, I used to fish and I really enjoyed it at that time. But after catching the fish, I realized they would die the next few days, which left me with a really bad memory of fishing. So, and I stopped doing it, and I haven't gone fishing since then. 2. Do you like eating fish? Yeah, I think I really like eating fish, but Actually, I prefer freshwater fish more than sea fish. I don't like sea fish or seafood in general because I think I have a seafood allergy. Yeah. I have a condition related to allergic rhinitis. So that's why I'm very sensitive to seafood, and I also have reactions such as rashes on my skin whenever I eat seafood. So yeah, I do like eating fish, but only freshwater fish. 4. 3. A fishing common in your country? Um, I don't think fishing is common in my country because I live in a big city and I don't see many people fishing. So I think it's not very common in my country, especially in urban areas. 4. Have you ever gone fishing when you were a child? Yeah, I've mentioned this before. When I was in primary school, when I was a kid, I used to fish at a pond near my father's place. I caught fish and put them in a jar, but after a few days, I realized they had died, which created a really bad memory for me. That's why I stopped fishing and I haven't done it since then. Traumatized me. Topic cars. Question number 1. What do you usually do when you are stuck in traffic? So when I am stuck in traffic, I usually wear headphones to listen to music during this time. Maybe headphones or maybe earbuds. Yeah. Because traffic jams are a common issue in Vietnam and can be very frustrating. Traffic jams. How to pronounce it? Yeah, traffic jams are a common issue in Vietnam and can be very frustrating. But listening to music helps me relax and stay calm. It really helps cheer me up. It really helps lift my mood, make me feel better. So I usually listen to music when I'm stuck in traffic. Do you prefer being a driver or a passenger? I definitely prefer being a passenger. Driving can be tiring and stressful because the driver has to take on a lot of responsibility and deal with different pressures like paying attention to traffic signs and other vehicles. But as a passenger, being a passenger, I can simply sit back, listen to music, do other things, which makes me feel much more relaxed and less stressed compared to being the one who drives, the one driving. So yeah, I prefer being a passenger. Question number 3. What type of car do you like? I prefer a small, compact car with a cute design because the streets in Vietnam are often narrow and crowded. So a small and light car is more suitable for the urban roads in many cities in Vietnam, right? Question number 4. Did you enjoy traveling by car when you were a child? When I was a kid, I really enjoyed traveling by car because it felt safe and comfortable. It also gave me a sense of happiness and excitement because during that period I didn't get to travel by car often. Just a few times a year. So whenever I did, um, it was a joyful experience. Topic time management. Question 1. How do you plan your time in a day? Generally I have different plans for each day, and sometimes because sometimes there are often unexpected events that occur which are impossible to predict. So I tend to prioritize the most important tasks that definitely need to be completed that day. I try to schedule my day so I can finish these tasks thoroughly. Yep. It's easy for you to manage your time. I think time management is quite a challenging and demanding task because, as I mentioned before, there are often unexpected events that occur which are impossible to predict or foresee. And I think this happens almost every day. So I try to prioritize the most important tasks. So if I follow this principle, I think it would be easier for me to manage my time. Question number 3. When do you find it hard to allocate time? I find it difficult to allocate time when there are too many unexpected events that I cannot foresee or predict. Yeah. So for example, like if there are some issues that at work or some issues that happen suddenly, so that's when it becomes challenging to manage my time effectively. Yeah. Question number 4. Do you like being busy? Yeah, I do like being busy. But I also value taking time to relax. I like being busy for about 5 days a week. Yep. And I prefer to have the last 2 days of the week to rest and recharge. I would say that's on weekends. Yeah. So when I'm busy, I feel like I can get a lot done. Like it gives me a sense of accomplishment, like I've achieved a lot. Yeah. But if I'm busy every single day, it can be overwhelming and lead to burnout. So like I need to have the last 2 days of the week to rest and recharge. And with that, I can continue to be busy for the following 5 days, right? Yeah. So yeah, I would say yes, I do like being busy. Topic: computers. Question number 1: When do you use a computer? Yeah, I use my computer for a lot of different purposes, such as entertainment, study and research, and even communication like texting or making calls. Yeah. And the reason why I prefer it over a laptop is because it's more affordable and it can offer better performance. So that's why I would choose to use a desktop computer instead of a laptop for a long-term solution. Question number 2, when was the first time you used a computer? The first time I used computer was when I was very young, around kindergarten age. And my family had a computer. I played basic games like Go Miner or Shooting Birds, which were simple but quite traditional games on early computers. And during that period, back then, computers didn't have internet connections, so we only played offline games that were pre-installed. Question number 3, how would your life be without a computer? To be honest, I can't imagine my life without a computer. It's so essential for many tasks, from my professional work to my personal hobbies like watching movies or creating videos or 3D graphics. So since I've been using computers since I was a kid, so they've become an indispensable part of my life. Yeah. It feels like I would be missing half of my heart without a computer, because it helps me so many tasks, so many areas related to work and personal interests. Question number 4, in what situation would using a computer be difficult for you? If I had to travel a lot, or if my job required me to be constantly moving or constantly on the move. Yeah, so it would be really hard to use my desktop computer. So in that case, I would need a laptop or even my phone as a temporary replacement, but just for short-term solutions. Yeah. Old buildings. Question number 1, have you ever seen old buildings in your country, your city? Yeah, I've seen many old buildings in the city, and often these buildings are quite beautiful. Yeah. You can find them in central district of Ho Chi Minh City, like District 1. Yeah. And I'm really glad that Ho Chi Minh City still preserves so many of these old buildings, and they haven't been lost yet. Do you think we should preserve old buildings in the city? Absolutely. I think we should preserve old buildings. Firstly, they have beautiful architecture. And secondly, they hold a lot of memories and historical significance for the city. And these buildings help us understand and appreciate the history of the place. So, yeah, I believe it's important to protect these old buildings. Would you prefer to live in an old building or a modern house? To be honest, I would prefer to live in a modern house. I think living in an old building might come with some inconveniences. Modern houses offer more convenience and comfort. They come with better amenities, and compared to old buildings. So I think living in modern houses would make me feel safer, more comfortable, and more secure. More secure. Question number 4: is there any old building you would like to see in the future, and why? Actually, I don't know much about specific old buildings, so I'm not sure if there's any particular one I want to see in the future. Yeah, but if I could, I would like to see old buildings in Ho Chi Minh City from around the year 1900. Yeah, it was a long time ago, over 100 years. Yeah, so it would be really interesting to explore the history and architecture of that era, right? Topic: collecting things. Question number 1: do you like collecting things? I don't really have a hobby of collecting things in general, but I do have a collection of albums and pictures of artists I love. Yeah, if it's related to art, like albums or even stuff, paintings, anything connected to artists I like, I tend to collect and keep them. I have a dream that one day when I have enough money, I will own a room full of these collections related to the artist I admire, and I will display them there. Stop anymore now. Question number 2: did you keep anything when you were young? Yeah, when I was younger, I collected a lot of comic books, especially popular series like Doraemon, Detective Conan. So these were famous comic series from my childhood, and I had a strong passion for collecting comics back then. But unfortunately, I lost all of those collections over time. Yeah, I no longer have them. Yeah, I used to have a drawer full of my favorite comic books. Do you keep old things for a long time, and why? There are some items I keep for a long time because they represent precious memories I can't forget. Yeah. I still keep some of my old school books and notebooks from high school because these items help me preserve memories. They are like memory keepers, and every time I see them, I recall my childhood and past experiences. So that's why I try to hold on to them for as long as possible. Question number 4: where do you usually store things you need? I tend to keep the things I need in my own room, and I organize them in places where I want them to be. I arrange everything neatly and in a way that makes it easy for me to find. Yeah. I usually store things in drawers or on bookshelves, and try to categorize them by name to make searching for them easier. Sitting down. Question number 1. Where's your favorite place to sit? I would say my favorite place to sit is on the chair in my room. It's a long chair that you can sit on or lying down, and it's really comfortable. It also has a small cushion to support your back, which helps prevent back pain. I really like it because it's really soft and cozy. It has a beautiful blue color. And I would say that the chair matches my aesthetic taste. And it's very comfortable. Yep. Now, question number 2, do you want to sit for long periods of time? No, I don't like sitting for extended periods because it can cause health problems, especially in the neck and spine. These health problems are becoming more common in younger people nowadays, and I'm really afraid of developing these conditions. So when I sit for about an hour, I try to move around or do some light exercise for 1 or 2 minutes. And after that, I sit back down to continue working. I just want to make sure that I change my posture regularly to avoid these health issues. Question number 3, do you feel sleepy when sitting? Recently, I haven't felt sleepy while sitting because my current job doesn't require me to sit for long hours. So I'm not experiencing that problem right now. I only feel sleepy while sitting if I have to deal with something that's very boring for a long time. Question number 4, when you were a child, did you often sit on the floor? No. When I was a kid, I didn't often sit on the floor because my house had many chairs, both low and high, so I usually sat on those instead. At school, I also didn't sit on the floor in the classroom because the floor was very dirty and I didn't want to sit on it. So when I was little, I didn't sit on the floor at all. What types of websites do you usually visit? I think the websites I usually visit are mostly related to studying or research or for entertainment purposes. I usually visit entertainment websites such as YouTube, where I can listen to music and watch videos. If I need to go for movies, I would choose Netflix. And for books, I often visit Goodreads. So these websites serve educational, research, or entertainment purposes. Research. Question number 2, what is your favorite website? I think the website I visit the most and enjoy the most is YouTube. It's very convenient and diverse, and the process of watching videos there is very easy and fast. And I can use YouTube for studying, researching, and entertainment all in one place. So that's why I think YouTube is one of my most favorite websites, and I visit it every day. Okay, question number 3, has there been any changes to the website you visit regularly? I think they have small changes throughout the year. For example, they might update their interface, change the font, or update icons. A notable change in recent years is Twitter's rebranding to X. And those are the things I often notice, such as updates in color schemes, layout, fonts, or button placement. Photography. Question number 1, do you like taking photos? Yeah, I really like taking photos, especially when I encounter beautiful scenery or when I have a really pretty model I'm happy with. I normally take pictures of landscapes or pets like dogs and cats. I love capturing these moments. I also like taking portraits of people, particularly those with beautiful appearances. But it's just a personal preference. Question number 2, do you like taking selfies? No, I don't often take selfies. I'm aware that I don't have a very photogenic face. I would say that I'm very unphotogenic. So I don't feel like I look good in pictures. So that's why I only take selfies maybe once or twice a year, just to keep a record of my face at different stages of my life. So I would say that I don't really enjoy taking selfies. What is your favorite family photo? My favorite family photo is the one where my brother, my parents, and I are together in the same frame, dressed formally, standing in front of our house. With the cozy home in the background and everyone's face really visible. It's just a very simple picture, but it captures a moment of joy and warmth. So that's why I love it so much. Question number 4, would you like to improve your photography skills? I would love to learn more about photography. I want to understand more about cameras, lenses, how to take beautiful pictures. Right now, I mostly use my phone to take photos, but I really want to improve my skills over time. It's not something I need to rush into. I think it's a long-term goal. I want to enhance my photography ability to capture beautiful things in an artistic way. So I really want to improve my photography skills gradually over time. Teamwork topic. Câu hỏi 1, do you like working in a team? Do you like working together? Do you like teamwork? Do you like collaboration? To be honest, I think I do like teamwork in some situations, but normally I prefer working independently rather than in a team. But I really enjoy playing multiplayer action games with teammates. That's when I find working in a team really helpful and joyful. Question 2. Have you teamed up with other before? Have you worked with? Have you collaborate with? Have you partnered with? Have you teamed up with? Or yes, I have. During my university, I worked in teams with many different people. Sometimes the teams was small, just 2 or 3 people, and all the times they were bigger, with 5 or 6 people. Yeah, I think I have had a lot of experience working in teams, whether for school projects or even for leisure activities. Question 3. What do you learn from working in a team? Yeah, I think working in a team, or I think working together, or I think teamwork. I think teamwork teaches me a lot. I've learned patience, how to cooperate with, how to work with, how to collaborate with, how to partner with, how to team up with others, yeah, toward a common goal. Also, it also helps me improve my communication skills, and I know how to work better with different people. Yep. Question number 4. What don't you like about teamwork? The thing I don't like about teamwork is when communication is not clear among team members. This causes conflicts and misunderstandings within the team. So when it happens, it can really slow down the progress of the project. And it feels like there is no consensus among everyone.